Hello everybody, I hope you're doing fantastically well. I hope Friday's not been that tough for you. It's been alright for me, not too bad, but we have the weekend ahead of us. We hopefully have a Euro win for England. That would be fantastic. Even for all you other fans, you surely want Calvin to do well, but we're here back with the rumour mill anyway, and we've got a few things to discuss. Before we start the video, guys, if you wouldn't mind liking, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you subscribe. There's still about 60% of you who aren't subscribed who watch all the videos. What's the point? Just hit that red button. It does me a massive favour and I really appreciate it. We've got a lot of things to talk about in this video as well. The unnamed midfielder that Leeds United are apparently in talks with right now. A top target, something that has been signed off by Marcelo Bielsa. We might have his name in this video. But by now we don't know whether or not Kiko Casilla, he might have already gone by the time this video goes out. Kiko Casilla has potentially gone to Elche, or he is going to be moving on today regardless, we believe. So yeah, interesting to see that. Will he come back to Leeds? Is he ever going to feature for us again, or is this going to be a loan to a permanent, which is probably the more likely option? I don't really see the point in Kiko staying for Leeds' sake and even Kiko's sake. He's not going to play football again for Leeds United unless Meslier is injured or whatever. He's never going to be the first choice. So it's probably better for Leeds United and Kiko Casilla that he moves on. That deal may have been done already. What other news have you seen today? Well, I'll try to flash it on screen now, but it looks like this Leeds United third kit has been released. We saw the Leeds United kit the other day, which is sort of like a white and a yellow stripe here with sort of a V-neck and buttons, like a top man top of 2010 that your mum would buy you for 10 quid. But listen, it's all right. I think it's very all right. I think last season's was beautiful. I thought it was crisp. I thought the blue really brought out the white. This yellow one, from what I've seen so far, which is the only thing I can comment on, it just looks a bit mucky. You know, it looks a bit glowy. I'm not a big fan of it, to be quite honest with you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Another little bit of conversation that I want to touch on, guys, is Kieran Maguire has done a piece, the financial football expert, has done a piece on Leeds United's new pitch and the layout and how that's going to help us going forward, because we saw last year in bouts of last season, Leeds played some magnificent football. You know, well, that's not in bouts. Throughout the entire season, we played some magnificent football, but there was a little bit of a correlation with the horrendous nature of the pitch, the boggy nature of the pitch, the weather in winter, and how that affected performances. You know, I remember the Leicester game in particular, the pitch was awful. It was insufferable. Leeds weren't able to get into the flow at all. Passes were short. The pitch was cutting up. Injuries were happening. You know, you hark back to even the Southampton game when Romeo was out for about 6 months because he fell over on the pitch, did his ankle in. And I genuinely feel that this new system, and apparently it's going to be a world-class feature, but this new pitch is going to have a top-of-the-end drainage system. It's going to be absolutely sort of superb in terms of pitch standards. So hopefully that's going to make Leeds play some really fast-flowing football, and we're not going to have that hindrance of the pitch, which it sort of did affect Leeds last season, didn't it? So that is positive. Leeds United, we've spoken about it numerous times as well on the rumour mill with Niall Huggins, and is he going to be leaving Leeds? And it's a really weird one, because Niall Huggins, for me, when he's that sort of right-footed player who plays left back and he can play right back, and he's a little bit versatile and he sort of fits the Bielsa mould. And this is all rumours, guys. This is what we have for you on the mill. But it does seem like he's going to be potentially leaving Leeds United. Apparently there are a lot of suitors for him, and Graham Smith has come out today and said no, he's still at Leeds. Lots of interest though, but it seems to be there is a lot of traction. There's a lot of rumours building up about this with Niall Huggins. There's been nothing on Leif Davis. Leif Davis, it's very quiet, so maybe he's favoured over Niall Huggins, but maybe they've had these conversations at Leeds United that, listen, you're not going to get above Leif Davis. You're obviously not going to get ahead of Junior Firpo in the next 4 years. So if you want to be playing regular football, you're going to have to leave the club. If you want to leave the club and be playing regular football, let's be right, guys, it's not going to be a loan, it's going to be a transfer, because he comes back in a year's time. He might have had a great spell wherever he's been, but he's going to be coming back and filling in that number 2 spot, because no one's going to get ahead of Junior Firpo. We know that. So that's something definitely to keep an eye on. But I am quite surprised at it, to be honest with you. And with someone, with, you know, Graham saying there that there's lots of interest, it's because he's a very, very talented player. And, you know, he was one of the stars, wasn't he, the 23 side last season. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Now, a lot of us have been speaking about who this unknown midfielder is. Who is it? Who is this person? Now, the Athletic are reporting, and numerous outlets are reporting, that Leeds are interested in Huesca man Kelechi Noah Calhi. Now, this is a really interesting one. He's had an impressive loan spell last season, but he's a Huesca player, but he had a loan in Alcorcon, which is La Liga 2, where he made 18 appearances and scored 4 goals. Now, this is a bizarre one. It is very Leeds, though, isn't it? It's very Leeds to go for a player completely unknown, a player who's not had any rumours. And what you notice with Firpo is it gained traction towards the end. There were a fair few rumours coming out from that end, you know, the Spanish end, a lot later on in the deal, and Leeds would then obviously, you know, went through the process. We've been speaking to him for months, and that is something that could be happening here, especially with the Athletic reporting it. There's a lot coming from the Spanish side again about Noah Calhi. Apparently Watford are interested in him as well. Bournemouth are interested in him, and he's had an impressive loan last season, but apparently Huesca are looking to cash in on the 23-year-old, which I never liked that, really. Why are you looking to cash in on him? I don't know, maybe it's because they're in dire straits. We know La Liga's really struggled at this moment in time. We've seen that with Barcelona, who are having a financial meltdown and exodus. But yeah, they want 15 million, which in the current market you might turn around and think, nah, it's not a lot of money. But for someone who's been playing in La Liga 2, someone who's been playing for Alcorcon, someone who hasn't even been featuring for Huesca, you do feel that this would be potentially a bit of a step down. He's 23 years of age. He was released from the Arsenal setup and then was in Porto B setup, and then obviously made his move to Huesca. But there's no doubt he's a talented player. He clearly is a talented player. He will be a talented player if Leeds United are looking to acquire his services. I'm just not 100% sure if he's going to be getting into that central midfield role in this Bielsa side when he's been playing at that standard. Let's be right, guys. In the past couple of years, we've seen the standard raise from La Liga to the Premier League as well. You know, at one point it was La Liga and the Premier League like that for me. I now think the Premier League's up there because you've got so many quality teams in the Premier League who can make the top 4. You know, you've got 6, 7, 8. You know, in La Liga, there's 3 teams and that's it. So it's a definite step up, even from La Liga to the Premier League, in my personal opinion. I think the Premier League's the best league in the world. So getting someone like this from La Liga 2, who's had an impressive spell back down there, Huesca are looking to cash in, might be a good deal, but there you go. That is the name. That's the name that today is going round on the rumour mill. It is Noah Calhi, there we go, the Nigerian. But yeah, there you go. Who knows whether or not that will happen. It looks like Bournemouth are in the race as well for this individual. And yeah, who knows? We'll have to wait and see on that one. There's a lot of other names that have come into the forefront as well. There's a lot of Leeds fans that I've been speaking to. There's a lot of Leeds fans we've been seeing on social media the last couple of days who were talking about Manuel Locatelli, the Sassuolo midfielder, the Italian midfielder who's been absolutely instrumental in parts for Italy this Euro tournament. He's been fabulous. There's been talk of Juventus being in for him, Arsenal being in for him, but apparently reports are suggesting that those two are not retaining their interest, and it's an unnamed foreign club who are interested in Manuel Locatelli. I don't think that's going to be Leeds United. There's an asking price of 35 to 40 million euros, but you know, that unnamed club, Leeds not releasing many of the targets, Leeds keeping it under wraps. Could it be Manuel Locatelli? I think this Noah Calhi is probably going to be the more likely option. But is that going to be done? Who knows? But it seems there are two opposite ends of the spectrum there. Leeds fans talking about Manuel Locatelli, who will be insane. Now Noah Calhi, I'm not writing off, but his credentials at this moment in time, it would be a bit of a bizarre move for Leeds, unless he's coming in as a secondary option and they're just saying to him, look, you come in whenever Calvin's not fit. You come in whenever Calvin's not fit. You fit the mould. But I would like a midfielder who is going to be coming in and is able to slot into that midfield pretty much straight away. That's what I would prefer. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, with everything we've spoken about today, thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend. Hopefully England do win the Euros, and I will catch you on Monday. Cheers, guys.